in previous sessions we discussed how to create basic components like text view, edit text, buttons. We discussed how to create text view, edit text and buttons, and some of them you tried something called checkbox also. In today's class I will going to explain how to communicate. At the same time, in previous class we discussed about how to communicate also. How to communicate means how to link between the XML means what layout and the code, Java code. Between the XML code layout and the Java code, we discussed it. Now, in today's class, what I am going to explain how to generate events. How to generate events. So, how we can generate that type of events? Means when I press the button, I want to perform something. Okay. Next, how we can perform the type of events? Next one, when I press some more button, I want to get the edit text. I want to get the text from the edit text. I want to get the text from edit text. So, how we will perform this type of things? Then today I am going to explain. In previous session, see resource, layout, activity.main.xml. Oh, yeah. See graphical layout. Yeah. Here I taken one edit text. This is one more edit text. I taken three buttons. One is a login, another one is a clear, another one is a next. Okay. Now what I want to do here, in programming point of view, see. So Mamata got faced one error. Shravan, when I pressed the clear button, I got means my emulator was closed. My application got some force closed. The reason of the error is, see, whenever in the button you given one method called clear. Here button I mentioned Android column on click. Means whenever I click this button, clear text. Whenever I click this button on click, means whenever I click this button clear, then control will go to on clear of your main activity. Why? The reason is your activity main.xml is a contains as a view this activity. Means main activity contains one view. The view name is activity underscore main. Means whatever layout we created. So we should implement, means whenever we click this button, it will search for clear text. Simply the clear text always if that method should be public and it should return nothing. So that's why we should mark it as void. The name of the method, whatever method name we given inside, the same method name we should put. Next one, view. The clear text taking the object of view object. These are compulsory. Next one, see the edit text. Already in previous session we discussed what is the find view by ID. Okay. Now, what I want to do here, when I click this login button, I want to call one more method. So, when I click this login button, I want to call one more method. I am giving the method means Android column on click. See guys, I am not typing. So, I am typing one or two characters, then I am pressing the control space. The on click is a method name, means whatever method you want to call. Here, perform login. A perform login is one user defined method. So user defined in the sense we can put whatever we want. So whenever I press the button login, that time perform login method will be called. So that case, here I should implement the perform login method. Next, another important thing is you should not type each and everything, every character. Next one, this should text view object. So now what I want to do here, so string username, the username, whatever username I am entering in the edit text, I want to get that username. Your edit text dot get text dot toString dot trim means whatever text you are entering inside the edit text, I am getting the text, I am converting it to as a string, then I am trimming. Trimming means I am removing the spaces. Trimming means I am removing the spaces between forward and backward. Okay, that is what username. And password equals to text. Sorry, this is what username, this is what text, password. Means I am getting the username and password. I am getting the username and password from the text, edit text means whatever text I enter inside the edit text. After getting that, what I want to do here we have one more method called toast. So toast dot make text. Here first please see, the toast is nothing but it's a one predefined method. It's like a toast. See, toast means which is used to display some message to user. The purpose of toast is to display some message to the user. But how we can display the toast? To display the toast, how to use the class called toast. The toast is available under widget package. So just enter dot make text. See, the make text taking three parameters. The first one is a context. Context is nothing but application object. The second one is a char sequence, means whatever message you want to display that message. The third one is the duration of the toast. We have only two duration. One is a short and the one is a long. The short represents 3 seconds and the long represents the 5 seconds. Okay. Get application context. String message equals to user plus user, in second line password plus password. Means I'm getting the username and password and I'm storing that username and password inside the message. That message I should pass here. Next one, the duration. The duration here I want to give toast dot length short. Length short represents 3 seconds. Length long represents 5 seconds. So finally we have to say toast dot show. Then only your toast will be visible. So here user, not user. Here UNM. Here UNM. See here. So whenever I press the button perform login, that case I am getting the text which is entered inside the edit text of username. I am getting the password. I am storing the username and password inside the message. I am passing that message to toast, and the toast will display in 5 seconds. Just after that, right click, run as, download application. Instead, I am also facing some issues. Means my emulator is not working. Then once again I am restarting my emulator. Means I close my genuine motion. Once again I am starting my genuine motion. This is the common problem in Android. I don't know why my system is a little bit slow. Okay, this is what. So perform login means whenever I click the login button, then what comes to here? Yes, this is what. I don't want to display the normal emulator. It's taking too much of time to run. This one. Next one. One more important thing is, see, now I am having one more button. The name of the button is next. So here what I want to do here, I am creating one button. button mbtn next. mbtn next. Control C. mbtn next equals to button find u by id r.id.btn next. Means I got the button id and I allocate memory for that. Now button next dot set on click listener. Set on click listener means whenever you press this button, it will. I'm setting one listener. Simply setting on click listener to my button. Setting on click listener to my button. So that case what I have to do, whenever you set the listener of this button, your activity simply click on this one. Let main activity implements the on click listener. Means your activity should implement the on click listener. Next, one more important thing is whenever you implement the on click listener, you should implement one method. The name of the method is on click. Just place the cursor on the red mark and click on add implement methods. Guess what? Means whenever you click this button, that time on click method will be called. So only whenever you click the next button, that time only on click method will be called. Here I am checking if my clicker button is mbtn next, then only I want to perform something. So in this scenario, what I want to do here, when I press the button next, I want to display the next screen. When I press the button next, I want to display the next screen. So that case, what should I do? Simply see, I'm going to create one more layout. Right click. See how we can create one more layout. Just right click on your layout. Click on new. Click on Android XML file. And give some layout name. Let's see CYND second underscore layout. The layout name is user defined. Next one, I want to use the layout as a relative layout. Next, finish. I take one relative layout. This one, relative layout. Next one, inside that, I want to display one text view. Android column layout underscore with match parent. Android column layout underscore height wrap pointer. Width also I want to give as a wrap pointer. Next, Android column layout underscore centering parent means this text view I want to display center of this entire linear layout. The text I want to display second screen. But if you observe here, when I enter my text directly, it's showing some warning. So instead of enter your text directly, you should go to your values folder, and inside the values you go to your strings. In that string name equals to second some messages CCYND. The message, whatever message you want to display. Now the rate of string second. Okay. If you go here, I want to increase the font size, Android column text size 30 SPI. This is the second screen which contains the name as second layout. So I created one layout. Next, what I want to do here, I should create one more activity. Right click, new class. I'm going to explain how to create the activity. I'm giving my activity name second activity. I'm giving my activity name second activity. Next, click on finish. So your activity means this is a normal class, but if the class wants to perform as activity, you should say extends activity. You should say extends activity. At the same time, whenever you extend activity, whenever you call this activity, initially the activity contains one predefined method. The name of the method is onCreate. The name of the method is onCreate. So after super.onCreate, we have to use the set content view. Means as a layout, which layout you want to set. Set r dot layout dot second layout. R dot layout dot second layout. This view I want to send as a show as a layout. Okay. Next, another important thing is this activity should be registered inside the manifest. This activity should be registered inside the manifest. Activity Android column name, the name of the activity. Android column name, the name of the activity. So this is what registering an activity. Registering an activity into manifest. The reason is your manifest only knows how many number of activities you are using. So whenever you create one different activity, that activity should be registered inside the manifest. Then only we can use that activity. Okay. So I registered my activity. Okay. Now what I want to do is go to your main activity. Then here when I click this button, I want to call the second activity. The name of the second activity I given as second activity. So if you want to call that any activity, we have to use one object called intent. We have to use the object called intent. In interview, they will ask what is intent. Intent is a predefined class which is used to activate or to send or to activate or to send Android components. Android component. Here Android components are nothing but activity is one of the Android component. Later we have some other concept of services. At the same time we have broadcast receivers. These are some activities. These are some Android components we have. If you want to activate those Android components, we have to take the help of intent. So intent, some object equals to new intent. In intent, we have to pass two parameters. The first parameter is the current class. My current class is main activity dot this. Next one, the ongoing class. Whenever I click this button, I want to navigate to second activity dot class. Later start activity of intent. Start activity of intent. So this is what. So whenever I click this button called next, I'm showing second activity. At the same time, I'm starting that activity. So this is the intent, the new intent. That this is what current class. This is what ongoing class. Whenever you start any activity, you have to use one method called start activity. In start activity, I'm passing intent. In start activity, that I'm passing the intent. Why? Because the intent knows, means our intent knows what is the current class, what is the ongoing class. So,
sure.
Yes.
Can you explain intent one more time, please?
Yeah. See, intent is a predefined class. The purpose of intent is to activate Android components. To activate it in the sense, suppose I have two activities, like the activity A and activity B. I have two activities. Activity A means activity 1 and activity 2. Now I am asked to navigate, means programmatically I am asked to go from activity 1 to activity 2. That case I have to use the objective of intent. So intent, some intent equals to simple. In this case, just you remember, okay, intent is nothing but if I want to open new activity, I should use the concept called intent. So intent, new, intent, it takes two parameters. One is current class, dot this, comma, second one is next class, dot class. So now I create the object of intent. Now, if I want to start the activity, how do you start ACtivity of intent? Start activity of intent. This is the procedure. This is the procedure. Once I want to run this.
Instead of giving this, we can give class also, right? For main activity.
Which class?
Main activity dot class.
No. We have to give this only. Okay, this is a keyword. Always it refers to current class.
Okay.
See, whenever I press username, I am entering as a Shravan, and password I am entering as a 123. When I press the button called login, see, did you observe here? I got some notification like some message. This is what toast means. I can't interact with toast. This is only for displaying only. Is it clear what is a toast? Okay, this is what toast. Next one, whenever I press this button, clear button, then control will goes to which method? Whenever I press this clear method, control will goes to clear method. In clear, what I am performing in the clear. In clear, I am performing, I clear the text. At the same time, I clear the username also, whatever I am entering. So, just clear. I clear the text. Next one, see, so these are direct methods I specified those methods inside the XML, but next button. For the next button, I did not given any on click. To the next button, I did not given any on click. So in that case, what I taken here, I taken one event, means I taken the button and I set some listener on the button. I set some listener on the button. Which listener button performs? On click listener means whenever I press this button, wait because my battery is getting low. So see, on click listener. On click listener means whenever you click your button, that case what will happen is when I set a listener, click listener on this button, so whenever set the listener on button, my activity should implement on click listener. Already we know implements is nothing but it's a interface related. Implements is nothing but it's a interface. So whenever you implement one interface, we should override the interface related method. We should override that interface contain method. So see, so I implement on click listener. Whenever we implement the on click listener, it contain one method. The name of the method is called on click. So in on click, simply the view object holds which button you clicked. If my clicked button is next, then I'm showing the next activity. To show the next activity, we should use the class is called intent. Intent, some new intent equals to the current class and the ongoing class. Current class and ongoing class. So ongoing class is the second activity. Simply start activity of intent means I'm calling the second activity. See, so whenever I press this next button, did you observe I open new layout? means a new activity. Okay, means how I am able to open with the help of intent and with the help of start activity only. With the help of intent, with the help of start activity only. Okay, next one. Whenever I press the back button of my device, automatically it will go to the back. See, whenever I press this back button, automatically it will navigate to one step back. Automatically it will navigate to one step back. So that is what simply navigation between one activity to another activity. So in today what I explained here, today I explained about what are the concepts I explained here. How to generate events. How to generate events. Events means when I press the button I want to perform something. That is first one. Next one, how to set listeners. Listeners and events both are same. How to set the listeners. Next one, how to create new activity and how to create new activity and how to create new layout. How to create new layout. Next one, how to call different activity. How to call means how to open new activity. How to open new activity. At the same time we discuss something about intent also. And today we discuss one more method is start activity. ACT. Start activity. Start activity takes object of intent. Start activity takes the object of intent. This is what. Okay. So is it clear or any doubt in this?